started so much, and one of which is I've started a new business, a big business, which I believe is going to be a unicorn. That's something maybe in the second time around we'll get on the podcast about it. But these sort of things happen to you. I mean, my closing point on this case is it was the most dramatic thing that's happened to me in China. But honestly, honestly, I swear to God, and I'll say it now because I don't want to be the guy that says it in the future, like, oh, I'll tell my kids about it. No, I'll say it right now. It's probably the best thing that's happened to me. Right. It sounds ridiculous, but what I've learned from the legal system, how it all works, the friends that I've built that have seen me go through it, because I haven't borrowed a dime of that money. I've just raised the money all on my own. I'm a capable human being. I have 2 feet. I get up in the morning, I have a coffee, and I just go. And you'd be surprised.
You have the drive, right?
Yeah. You have drive. I mean, look at you. What have you done? When you wake up in the morning, have a coffee, you're like, Jesus, I'm Superman. Yeah. Like, what is my excuse? What is literally my excuse? Like, you can cry, I can't do it, or you can be a man and suck it up and do it. And that's what everyone can do. And that's what I've done. And I've realized that when you do that, like I told you about that friend that recently became a multimillionaire, US millionaire. Yeah. And he was like, do you want me to pay? I was like, no, why? No, I didn't. You didn't make that money just to pay for my problems. Right. My problems are my problems. And if I want to sleep at night, and not just tonight, but every night, and I want to tell my kids a good bedtime story, and I cannot take that money.
They might not be able to sleep though.
yeah, they'll be working out all the time. Run. But yeah, it's always easy to borrow the money and then be like, I'll pay you back later, bro. Break a friendship with someone that trusted that you would pay them back. Borrow it from your family and they hate you, right? Or you can just go to work. And I realized the amount of, and 20K, actually, it's nothing. Like, I've made that so easily every month.
It used to be a lot, no?
Yeah, well, of course, when you think about it, you're like, I have to make that on top of what I already make. Right? Because I'm not touching anything else. Like, I'm not going to dip into anything. I'm not going to, I have to create this. So when you realize you can do that, you're like, man, maybe if it was more, I would have built more, right? And then when people come to you and they're like, I like what you've done. I really, really respect this. This is amazing what you've done. You've inspired me. I want to do a business with you. Yeah. I want to do a business with you. And that's when you're like, okay, that's what, that's all the fuck-ups that I've made. It gets you to a point where you're like, as long as you can stand on your feet and you're willing to do the work and you're honest, you get the success, right?
Maybe you should do an entrepreneur podcast. Next time we switch and we do that.